I guess, the Indian soldiers. And I predicate that question on the basis that what Modi recently did with Bangladesh, they gave him a certain part of West Bengal and took another smaller part from Bangladesh. They just signed a treaty recently. In India lost few 100,000 square foot. And but in any case, that was again to stop the infiltration. Can you elaborate on that?
Of course, if you give me time, why not? I will elaborate on that. What I was telling Mukherjee one day, I didn't want to actually say it, but let me say it. When a diseased, let's say a terminally ill or some cancer patient or something goes to a doctor, what does doctor do? He wants to contain the further progression of that disease. What's the doctrine of army conflicts? Limit the conflict. If we are losing there, let's open up a new front and win and do something like that. Again, it's a very intelligent question, and I hope you understand my answer, and I'm able to express myself that also. Now, J&K state, 3 provinces. We don't have terrorism in the biggest province of Jammu. So Jammu is yours. Area-wise, Ladakh province is 62% of land of the state. There's no terrorism. Those Shias are with India, Shias of Kargil are with India, Buddhists of Ladakh are more Indian than all of us combined together. So, this state we have gotten rid. We have actually gotten Jammu province, we have gotten Ladakh province. Now there is militancy, terrorism, killing in Kashmir. Kashmiri Hindus were not thrown out of Jammu, they were welcome and comforted in Jammu. Okay? Now you have a small piece of land. The Kashmir province by land is only 15% of the state. 15% of the state. That's why I think someone asked me, my friend, what do you think, Amrit? Do you think you know more than our great politicians? I said, no, I don't know more. But the difference between them and me is, I'm an ordinary Kashmiri, Indian, Hindu, whatever, and they are politicians. So now we have in the map only Kashmir province, that is 15% of the total land mass. Now according to Government of India census, the latest one, previously population of Kashmir province was slightly more than people of Jammu, population of Jammu, but now it has reversed. Population of Jammu province has increased and Kashmir has decreased. Now, Kashmir, J&K state has 22 districts, and out of that, Kashmir has few. Now, in Kashmir Valley, you have different sects of Muslims living. Shias, Sunnis, Bakrwals, nomads, people who migrate from mountain to mountain for their living. Now, who is the core segment that's creating problems for India?
Sunni. Always.
Now Shias, they don't want to go to Pakistan, but there's fear. That's where Government of India has failed in its duty to install sense of purposeness in these people. Now in this map, Mukherjee, take out all of it is yours. Now we are left with maybe 2-3 districts. And out of these 4 or 5 districts, you give the part, small part in Kashmir to Kashmiri Pandits in the form of Pan Kashmir. So it gets even reduced further. So instead of containing that rest of the state is being held hostage by this small segment in the state. Now doesn't it make sense? Let everyone flourish, and if they want to go to hell, let them go to hell. Okay? This is not politics, but for this you need a political will, which not many politicians will have. Okay, Mukherjee, I hope I answered your question.
What is the composition of Srinagar population?
Whole states,
Sir, whoever wants to ask further question, do not please interject. Ask your questions afterward.
You can always ask the question, of course, we don't have time, so we encourage the interest. So just to remind you, this is a project, this is a forum by Hindu Swayamsevak Sangh. We meet every month, most of the time first Sunday of the month. And we try to bring interesting topic and I think most of the time the discussions also are quite interesting and sometimes can get really a little heated too. So that's all good, and when we feel that, okay, we couldn't accommodate all of you, it's a success, not a failure. I just wanted to tell you about the next program. Actually, before that, I want to tell you about International Yoga Day. Many of you know that our Prime Minister, when we had called the UN, and the UN adopted this, the 21st of June is International Yoga Day. To celebrate that, we have program all over the world.